Welcome to Live at 5.
We're live at 5.
We are live at 5-ish. I'm Beth Stevens.
I'm Paul Wontorek, and we are here with all the Today's Buzz and also a super exciting guest star.
Baghdaddy's Ethan Slater.
Baghdaddy, I love that title.
Baghdaddy.
It's a great title. Baghdaddy's here. But first let's talk about news.
Yeah.
Because there is news. It's Monday.
There's
and
news.
And it's Broadway
it's
time.
Monday.
It's Tony
it's
time.
Tony
so
time.
There's news every day. But actually, the big news today is not about Broadway. It's about the Hollywood Bowl, right? So they do these big Broadway concerts at the. I mean, they're really pretty staged. I'm excited about this one because
the cast is amazing.
Well, a lot of times they've done they did Hairspray and they reunited a lot of Hairspray
That's
people.
True.
But this time they're doing Mamma Mia this summer. Kathleen Marshall is directing it, and they have a revival-worthy cast. You know what I mean? Revival-worthy.
It was just here.
Quote.
Oh my
You can quote me. Okay, so Jennifer Nettles.
Former Broadway.com vlogger.
Former Broadway.com
Former
vlogger.
Roxy Hart.
She was in Chicago. Jaime Camille.
Also in Chicago.
Yes.
They could do Chicago
Yes.
in
Corbin
rotation.
Bleu. Not
Corbin Bleu.
Chicago. Dove Cameron.
He was also a vlogger, Corbin Bleu.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
That's how people get cast nowadays. They just look for vloggers.
That's right.
Dove Cameron, who you all loved in Hairspray Live, and Leah Delaria, which is really fun.
Right, so Dove Cameron is Sophie, Jennifer Nettles is Donna.
Right, and who's
Corbin is Sky.
Okay, oh, okay,
Jaime.
and then
We're
Jaime
on first
Camille's
name Sam.
one of the three dads. We don't know which one's her dad unless you've ever seen it.
Which you have.
Then you might know what happens.
And Leah Delaria is Rosie.
I love that. Okay, that's
amazing cast. And that is when?
That is July 28th through the 30th. So it's only 3 days. So
let's all go to LA.
Yeah, you don't have much opportunity here. Okay, and then this happened late on Friday, right after we were live at 5. Let's just tell everyone, TV networks don't release big news at 5:10. We're live at 5. We're live at 5.
4:30.
This is something we really cared about. So we were already excited about Jesus Christ Superstar Live, and then when they announced Friday morning, Christmas Story Live, Rent Live. They're doing Rent Live, you guys. Fox is doing Rent Live. It says December. Is it definitely December?
It's in December.
Okay, and so is Christmas Story. Anyway,
December's the time
there's a
for
lot of
musicals.
live musicals happening on TV, and of course, Fox is coming off the amazing success of Grease Live.
Yeah.
And they won an Emmy for that. So this is going to be exciting. We're excited to see who they cast in Rent. They better get, again, some theater people here. Let's get some theater people up in there.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay, so CSC, which stands for?
Classic Stage Company. It's like a pop quiz, and I knew the answer.
It's the 50th anniversary season. 50.
50.
Wow.
That's a long time to be on 13th
That's a long time,
Street.
CSC. So what are they doing? They have a new play by Terrence McNally called Fire and Air that is kicking off the new year, and it's a new play all about what? The Russian ballet.
Ballet Russe.
I translated it, so I wouldn't have to go there.
I really can't say it. It's French.
And all about Nijinsky and how do you say his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Listen,
I should know how to say this.
It's about the Russians, the lovers, It's
very famous.
Very
it's a great story. I do know the story, and it's going to make a great play, I'm sure. And Terrence McNally he's very interested in highbrow stuff.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Opera, ballet, and musicals.
Nijinsky, Maria Callas, you know how it goes.
And then they're doing As You Like It, which you probably do like it.
I do like it.
12th Night, Summer and Smoke, and Carmen Jones. Oh my God,
which is
Carmen
never
Jones.
done.
I'm just reading this for the first time. I love Carmen Jones. It's like it's Carmen, but anyway.
It's Carmen, but Oscar Hammerstein.
Oh my God, they have to get a good star for Carmen Jones. Wait a minute, we gotta start dreamcasting this.
Well, first we're gonna dreamcast Rent, and we'll get to that. Okay.
Okay, we'll get to it.
All right, we'll work on this.
Napoli, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Napoli, like Italy.
Like Italy,
that.
but
Okay.
Brooklyn.
It's a new play by Megan Kennedy, and they're doing it at the Laura Pels. Who's in it? People we know? Eric Lockenfeld, Shireen Babb. I don't know a lot of these people, so if I
we're
mess
gonna
up names, I'm
massacre your
excited to meet
names.
you.
Congratulations.
Alyssa Bresnahan, Juliette Brett, Jordan DiNatale, and Lily Kay. And
Ethan
Elise
Slater's
Kibler and Michael Rispoli. I know Michael Rispoli.
Who's directing?
Anyway, this starts June 9th. That's really soon.
Yeah.
So they're probably already...
So they already announced it, now they've just announced the cast.
Oh, okay. And then it opens June 27th, and it's a summer show. So that's exciting. Will and Grace is coming back. You guys already knew this.
We knew this.
I remember in the morning meeting, we were talking about there's going to be a Will and Grace trailer, and I was like, well, are they going to sing a show tune? And they
did.
They did. So as long as they keep singing show tunes, we're going to be very interested.
Maybe they'll just do Sunset Boulevard.
And what did they sing? Yeah.
They sang
as if we never said
goodbye.
Oh,
get it? Right.
By the way, Andy Lefkowitz, our news editor, was at Sunset Boulevard. He took his mom for Mother's Day.
That's such a nice boy.
Nancy Anderson got to go on for the first time as Norma Desmond. And Nancy Anderson is someone that we've seen over the years in great shows. And she was in the ensemble, and she has like a fun featured part in the show. And she's the Norma Desmond understudy, and she finally got to go on. And apparently it was phenomenal. So congratulations, Nancy Anderson. And next time you go on, text me.
Yeah, Nancy,
I would love to see that. I would love to see a different Norma Desmond. It's exciting to see, you know, people take on
another
that role.
Norma.
And then, we asked you to rate the Squigs, as in Justin Robertson.
Broadway Inc.
Broadway Inc. of the season, and tell us your favorites of the season. Number 3, these are the top 3. You can look at the site to get the full list. Number 3 is Bandstand. Number 2 is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the number 1
it's a surprise.
Broadway Inc. of the year is Dear Evan Hansen.
Shocker. All right, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know, we've got the Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards coming up
Vote at
soon.
Broadway.com/awards. Wednesday at midnight is your final chance.
Yes. Now, we used to have some other categories we don't have now. And in honor of our guest, we used to honor off-Broadway, which we don't do anymore because, you know, things happen.
Right. Baghdaddy would have swept this year.
Baghdaddy would have swept, people.
Absolutely.
So what was the favorite new off-Broadway musical of 2007? What, you don't know?
The weird thing back then is that things would win and then they would move to Broadway and then they would win again.
Twice. And this is a good example of that. Maybe. I don't know what one.
I don't
remember. In the Heights.
It went in 2000?
2007.
I was going to say, it took a long time to get to Broadway. Oh, okay, 2007.
And the favorite new off-Broadway play, which was My Mother's Italian, My Father's Jewish, and I'm in Therapy. I think it was the title. You have to say it like that, right?
Sometimes people vote for these awards for the wrong reasons, like maybe a title. Maybe they're just clicking on their favorite title. That should be a category, maybe.
Favorite title.
Favorite title.
Sweat, Indecent. Hard to say. Okay.
Sweat.
Yeah. Actually, but this was the.
I
just went back 10 years.
Right? Baghdaddy would have won title.
Who is your Baghdaddy? What's your That was it changed.
We're going to find out more about Baghdaddy in a minute.
Yeah, but this year, listen to these people who won this year, 2007. All of these people have something in common. They won the same year.
Oh.
Jonathan Groff, Christine Ebersol, Angela Lansbury.
They all have something in common?
Yeah, they won the same year. They all won the same year.
Okay,
John Gallagher Jr.,
Orphe,
Ethan Hawke, Tanya Pinkins. I mean, that was a really good year. Because it was the year of Spring Awakening and Grey Gardens.
Okay, the Spring Awakening won like everything. Leah Michelle won. Yeah, there was a lot. I remember
Christine
that party.
Ebersol
We had a fun party that year.
We did have a fun party.
Back in the day?
Yeah, when we were young people. Anyway, that's all over now.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break. So Susan Blackwell did a really super fun episode. I don't know if you guys watched it yet, with Kate Baldwin of Hello Dolly fame and Tony nomination. Hello Dolly Tony nomination. That's not really proper English, but anyway, so we're gonna show you a little clip from that if you haven't watched it, and if you watched it, you're gonna be happy to see this clip. And then we're gonna take a little break, and then we're coming back with who, Beth?
Ethan Slater.
Baghdaddy.
Fill in the musical blanks.
You're going to fill in the blanks in song, okay? My first audition song was...
The one that springs to mind right away is Look What Happened to Mabel. That was my audition song
sing it.
See that fascinating creature with perfection stamped on every feature. Little growly growl.
Yeah.
She was plain little Nellie. Da-dum. The kid from the deli. But Mother of God, look what happened to Mabel. From now on, this pile of flesh shall be considered something pretty special. Right?
Oh my God.
I had the whole Miss BLT down is the toast of the town.
Emotion for every lyric.
Yeah.
My current go-to audition song is...
I'll be wearing ribbons down my back this summer, blue and green and streaming in the yellow sky.
You sound fantastic.
Thank you.
My go-to karaoke song is...
Oh my God. Stumble out of bed and I tumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch, try to come to life.
That's a great karaoke song for you.
Off-Broadway is waking up to some big news. That's right, Groundhog Day is nominated for 7 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. And Andy Karl is a Tony nominee for Best Actor. Groundhog Day on Broadway.
Listen to when I'm not singing.
That's
I love
good.
it.
That's
Yeah.
good for a job.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, we've talked about Baghdaddy, and we'll talk about it some more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you are known throughout the universe as the guy who played SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical.
I do.
Okay, I have another confession to make. I know almost nothing about SpongeBob. I know he's got some square pants. So let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your square pants, please.
My square pants are so comfortable.
In the picture, I don't want to say anything that's going to hurt, like, to the design team, to Tina Landau. It looked like a kilt.
It's
a kilt-esque?
It's like wool shorts.
Oh, wool shorts.
Yeah, David Zinn designed them, and they're also, they're just really comfortable, but they're just like shorts. Yeah,
Just shorts.
They're great.
They're not really square.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a square box or a foam anything.
Right,
it's
this
just
is
a sweater
little
vest and
unexpected.
shorts.
So
Totally.
people maybe thought this was going to be like Shrek.
Right.
Meaning that someone would have a,
Right.
a
No
full,
prosthetics or anything.
No prosthetics.
Yeah.
So what was that like doing that show?
Awesome. Like a crazy dream come true. I've actually been working on it for like 5 years, since before there was a script. We started the development process then, and sort of started with the question, how can you do this if you don't have foam, and if you are looking for sort of the indie, DIY version of it.
Right, so it's indie DIY. I love this.
Yeah.
It's so unexpected. It's Tina Landau directed it, who's done a wide range of things.
She's amazing.
But not usually known for like super commercial Disney-esque type musicals. I wouldn't say that about Tina Landau.
Right.
And this sounds like steampunk almost.
Totally. Steampunk's a really good word for it.
I wouldn't describe what that means exactly. DIY, SpongeBob, steampunk. Are you getting a picture? Are you?
I mean, I think one of the cool things about the cartoon too is that everything that's underwater in Bikini Bottom could have fallen there from the world above, and David Zinn really leaned into that in the set design, and Tina's really leaned into that in the direction in general. So, the show could be some other version of it, but this is really grounded, and it feels really real.
This
even
is a
though
big opportunity for you.
Yeah.
I mean, You're the SpongeBob guy.
I know. I know. It's awesome.
I'm going to ask you a very uncomfortable question. Are we going to see it on Broadway? I told you it was uncomfortable.
I'm really looking forward to when I can say that we're coming to Broadway. But unfortunately, a timeline or anything like that is sort of...
It's top secret.
Yeah, it's a little above my pay grade, so I don't really know.
I got it.
But yeah, you know, it was really well received in Chicago, and so...
Yeah, it was. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, for the DIY steampunk. I'm going to keep calling it that.
Yeah, I love it.
Brooke is saying she saw you in Diner.
Yeah.
So you played the Paul Reiser part, if you know the movie.
I did.
What's the name? What's the character's name?
Modell.
Modell. What's his deal?
Modell is sort of the quirky friend in this bunch of cool Baltimore diner guys.
He's the They're all quirky, are they?
They're all quirky. No, you're right. The quirky friend is the wrong way of phrasing. He's the he's like a little bit of the outcast of the group. Not because he's cool. You know, the Mickey Rourke character was like sort of outcast because he was cool. Paul Reiser's sort of the outcast because he says things that he shouldn't say all the time, and he has no filter, which was really hard for me to tap into.
Now that sort of circled Broadway. It didn't come in. I'm sure it was really hard for you.
Yeah.
But Sheryl Crow wrote the music, right?
Yeah.
Was that fun to sing?
It was so fun to sing. I mean, her music is all amazing, and the music that she wrote for the show is like, it's got such a great drive, such great feel.
All of these shows seem to have a little bit of rock and roll in them.
Yeah.
Is that
that's
your deal? You play the guitar?
I guess it is. I do play the guitar. Yeah. I play the guitar.
Were you in any bands?
I've been in bands since I was in middle school. Not in anything right now, officially. But life's been
what
a
are
little
some
bit
band
busy
names
for that.
from your past?
Whew.
Come on, we're here to confess.
No, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't have brought it up. My middle school band.
That's where I wanted to start. There you go.
Yeah, it's a good one. I actually just reconnected with a good buddy from my middle school band. We were called Pink Milk and Cashews, which I think is incredibly catchy.
Very catchy.
And I still stand by it. It was named after our favorite after-school snack.
Of course it was.
Strawberry milk and raw cashews. So.
So really mainstream.
Super cool.
Yeah.
We rocked really hard. Yeah.
So you say like, what is it, Pink Milk and Cashews?
We're Pink Milk and
Here's
Cashews.
how you test a band name. We say, we're Pink Milk and Cashews, Good Night London. That's how
Good
you
night. Yeah, oh,
That's how you have to test it out.
Yeah.
Any other great band names from your middle school past or beyond?
None that are quite that catchy. I was in a band called Mildly Amused.
Mildly Amused. I like it.
Yeah.
You have like a sister band called Bemused.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I hope that this interview follows you for the rest of your life and everyone asks you about Pink Milk and Cashews. That's
I really
my
hope
dream.
they do. That's actually something that I felt has been lacking is people asking me about Pink Milk and Cashews because like our MySpace page was huge at the time, you know? I felt like we really got a lot of traffic. And
that MySpace is so popular. So popular. Okay, Elise is asking, what's your go-to karaoke song? I'm dying to know the answer to this.
My go-to karaoke song would have to be Somebody to Love by Queen. Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
Bring the room together, will you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I have to say, what Christine just noted that our set goes very well with your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Natural redhead.
Oh, you'll have to have me on more.
Yeah, you can come back anytime. Anytime. Oh my gosh. Yes, everyone is dying to know more about SpongeBob. You guys, that's above his pay grade. He's not going to tell you any more about SpongeBob.
I really wish I could.
But I want to hear more about Baghdaddy. So can you tell me a little bit about your character? Are you some sort of operative? I feel like that word would be in that show.
Operative is great. I'm not an operative, but Jason Collins plays an operative. I play an analyst named Jerry, who works with another analyst named Barry.
Of course. Because it's a comedy.
Because it's a comedy, Jerry and Barry. And our first song together is Barry and the Bad Boy. Bad Boy.
So are we changing minds with Baghdaddy? Are we educating the public? Are we just entertaining them with this dark political comedy?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't think we're changing minds. I think we are learning a story that a lot of people know to some extent, but it is a really true story. I give a nice little speech at the beginning, which is to say everything that you see really did happen, basically.
With few exceptions.
Right, like the singing probably didn't happen. Jerry and Barry represent 100 different analysts.
Gotcha.
But it is a story that has really impacted our lives that people only sort of know. I wouldn't say that it's inherently political. We're not making a big political stance, but in this show.
But that's the backdrop.
But there is, you know, it's set at the start of the Iraq War. It's set in 2000 to 2003, you know, which was a big time for our country, and there are a lot of parallels between now and then.
That's true.
Unfortunately. And actually, you know, I saw this show, I've seen this show twice before I became a part of it.
So you were a fan that got cast.
I was a fan.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen. I was hoping it would. And then it just sort of came out of the blue, which is amazing. But I saw it, you know, 7 years ago when it was in Washington, D.C. as a totally different iteration of the show. I saw it a year and a half ago when it was at the Actors Temple. And both times it felt poignant and important, but it didn't feel nearly as relevant, surprisingly, as I think it does now. And that relevance comes from the humanity inside it, and not the politics, but the people. And we keep on seeing people act without thinking about the consequences of their actions. I know I've said that 3 times, but it's something that really sits with me about this show. Yeah. So I think it's educational. It's definitely entertaining.
And there's coffee and donuts.
And there's coffee and donuts.
On that note, go see Baghdaddy, you guys.
See
It's at St.
Baghdaddy.
Luke's. You're a delight, Ethan Slater. Come back anytime. You match the set.
much.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.